everybody, welcome to Kitchen Talk with Granna. I'm so glad you guys could be here with me today. I'm just sitting here today just thinking about a few things that I actually been seeing on the social media and also on the news, because this stuff is also making headline news as long as, along with people watching it and seeing it on their social media pages and stuff. And what I'm talking about is just these young ladies coming up missing. We have our young ladies coming up missing. We have our children coming up missing. And, it's just really sad that we're in a world today where all this is going on and where you have so many heartless people out there in the world, and their only one intention is to be out there being a predator, looking for someone to hurt or someone to harm. And it's just really sad. We have to be really extra safe and extra cautious these days when we're out and about and we're living our life and we're going along our daily routine and doing what we do. If you have young children that's still in school, that's catching the school bus, and you're not there when they are coming home from school. And I understand, people have to work and people have to, some people can't afford to be there with their kids when they get out of school, or be there to pick them up from school when school is out. But if that's the case, maybe get to know your neighbors in your neighborhood, and maybe, you guys can work something out, especially if they have kids around the same age as your kids and they're all going to the same school or riding the bus, that, they can work something out where someone will be there when they're getting off the bus or getting on the bus. Because these days you have predators riding these neighborhoods looking for kids to snatch up. And you just never know what people be thinking these days. And then, when it comes to our young ladies, when you're out and about and you're meeting up with your girlfriends to have an evening out, just to chill and relax, maybe before you guys meet up, everyone can group text each other and say, hey, yeah, we're going to be meeting here. Maybe we all can park, together, or park, in the same place where when we come out, we can all walk to the car together. We can all get in our vehicles, and that way we'll all be safe when we're headed out home on our way. Just anything that you can think of to put yourself in a safer situation, do it. If you got a carpool, if you're meeting someone, or you guys, you young ladies are getting together once a week or once a month or whatever the case may be, maybe you guys can carpool. You can meet at someone's house, and carpool, and then you're all going together. And it's much harder for a predator to get a group of women than it is to get just one person, because that's just like you're going about your life and you're living your life and you're not thinking about anything. They're thinking about getting you. The only thing that's on their mind is trying to see how they can get you to yourself, what they can do to distract you from paying attention so that they can, grab you up. So you just got to, really be on it, be on your game, paying attention, checking out your surrounding. And it doesn't matter if it's Walmart or Publix or Kroger or anywhere that you're going. If you see something that looks suspicious, just doesn't look right, and it doesn't feel right in your bone, then, do not get out of your vehicle. Don't do it. Just drive off, or just, sit there with your doors locked to see what's, kind of, observe the area that you're in to see, what that person might be doing, or what kind of moves that they're making. It's just, like I say, it's just really sad that you're living in a world today where you cannot even, walk into a store and not get kidnapped or someone grabbing you, and you end up, in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. And I know a lot of times people be like, oh, I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not going to speak up. Just think about if that was your family member, or that was your daughter or your cousin or your niece, or just a good friend. If that was your good friend, your best friend, how would you feel to get that news that something like that has happened to them? And it's not only just young girls or, young girls, young guys get the same thing, can happen to them. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to older people. It can happen to, a senior, someone that's a senior, it can happen to anyone that looks like they are weak, or they can, they can get this person without any attention coming to them or anything like that. So just really be aware of your surrounding. Okay. It's not hard, or it's very easy to be kind to people. But then even with being kind to people, you need to, choose the ones, especially if it's a stranger. In some situations, if you're at a club, you don't really have to be kind to anybody. Or if you're at a bar and you sit down drinking and someone is watching you, from across the room of that bar, they sit at the other end of that bar, they're sitting there watching you. That doesn't mean you have to be kind to that person, because you don't know what their intent is. You don't know why they sitting there watching you. You just know it don't feel right for them to be watching you. So, just make sure, because I just really, it just saddens my heart to hear about, these young ladies coming up dead, missing, and then, a week or two later, they're found. They've been killed, and it's just really sad. And I feel for the families that's going through it, because you never think it's going to be anyone in your family, or you always think that your daughter or your niece or your cousin or your best friend knows what to do when they're in that situation. But it doesn't always work out that way, because if you're not thinking that something like this is happening, you already been caught off guard, because it's not on your mind to be in a defensive mode, or to be ready for something to pop off. If you're not in that mindset, then it can easily be you, me, or anyone else, because you don't walk around all day in the mindset that something is about to happen to you, or someone is about to snatch you up. So you really, you can't really just sit back and say, well, why would she let that happen to her? Or why did they get in that situation? Because you're not walking around thinking 24 hours a day that, oh man, this is about to happen, or this is about to happen. You're not. You're just living your life, and you're just, going through your day, going through your routine. And something like this can easily happen, especially when you're dealing with predators. You're dealing with people that this is what they do. This is their life. They travel around, or they're out and about every day trying to see who's going to be their next victim. They don't care who it is. Like I said, it can be anywhere from a year-old to a 99-year-old. It doesn't matter. They're just out there trying to figure out who's going to be their next victim, how they're going to get this person. So, you definitely don't need to judge anyone when it comes to them getting caught up in a situation, or something going down, or you judging the family. Well, why would you let that happen to them? Why did you not talk to them about this, or talk to them about that? You can do all the talk in the world. You can talk all you want in the world until you're in that situation, and you have to go through that. So, just, bottom line, just be cautious. Just, check out your surroundings, be cautious, don't, try not to be mean to anyone, but don't be over kind or over friendly with anyone, especially someone you don't know. Okay. So you guys, you guys have a great day today. Don't forget to look me up at kitchentalkwithgranna.com, gmail.com. You can check me out at Kitchen Talk with Granna on the YouTube. So as you go along your day, give a smile to everybody, because, a smile doesn't hurt. But just make sure when you give it that smile, you can give it from a distance. You don't have to be read up on somebody also. Okay. So you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.